Hello everybody, this is Luke, and welcome to The Wild 8. This is a brand new game that is still in the middle of a Kickstarter campaign, as a matter of fact, so it's not even at early access right yet. This is a pre-alpha. Pre-alpha, that means that the game is basically, at this point, very, very far from finished, so let's give it a try. So Wild 8 is a game that I found on Kickstarter very recently when I was doing my regular Kickstarter crawl. And I just kind of loved not only the visual aesthetic, although it is a very pretty game and sort of it's... I wouldn't exactly go as far as to call this minimalistic, but this unusual visual style that is very sort of polygonal, but not not entirely unrealistic, right? It almost kind of feels like a Telltale game or something like that to me. But yeah, I saw it. I love the visual aesthetic, and I always am a fan of playing games that are survival. I'm a big fan of the average survival game. I really got into things like the Long Dark, for example, and obviously you probably, if you're a fan of the channel, you have seen us play. Sorry about throwing food around right now. My mouse is a little bit messed up, so every once in a while it right clicks, even though I didn't tell it to do so. So you can blame my mouse on it. I know that I am. But yeah, what I was saying was, yeah, I love me a good survival game, and this is definitely a sterling example from what I've seen so far of that. And it reminds me very much so of a game title that I just mentioned a moment ago, The Long Dark, which has sort of a similar aesthetic in that you are stuck in a frozen sort of wasteland, trying not only to survive the animals and just general adversity, but also the environment itself is particularly dangerous to you. So that's sort of the general premise, and it's about as much as I understand about the game. If we go over here to take a quick look at what we've got going for us right now, you can see obviously we were in a plane crash, and so things went badly for us, and now kind of here we are just having to sort of deal with our problems. I need to build myself a workshop. What do I need for that? I need more wood. I really should have been picking up wood earlier on. Oh crap. I hit this boar by mistake. I think it's probably going to kill the living hell out of me, because I'm not nearly strong enough to deal with it. And it is going to gore the ever-loving shit out of me. Oh good, it runs away if I run away. Thank you guys for not making them super aggressive. I will probably have to go back and kill that boar later on, but at least for the immediate future, you gonna stay where you're at? Because I'm gonna stay where I'm at. We'll just make this a little sort of uneasy truce. God damn it. This mouse is driving me crazy. I need to buy a new one. A little bit of an uneasy truce between me and this boar here. I don't need any of his shit, and he obviously doesn't want any of my shit, so... Oh, and now I have no idea where that canned food or whatever that was that I had selected was. I really should just, move my cursor over somewhere else, so... Can't fire again, can we? No? Crap. Ourselves a workshop, and now I can... Smoke in the east, need to check it out. Alright, well, now we have a weapon, and we have a rock, or 2, or 5. Hopefully that'll help us out a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and chomp down the rest of my canned food and hope that I can find the last one. But yes, I must go east. Find the source of They said smoke. I have a map. Right here. Need to warm up quickly. Oh great, I'm going to die. That's grand. Need more wood, more stone. Fortunately, I can collect those things as necessary. So yeah, like on an immediate sort of look, the game is kind of reminiscent in ways of like Minecraft, insofar as like a lot of your game is sort of surrounding doing this. Doing this sort of searching and subsequent crafting of equipment and things like that, just to sort of keep you going. I was going to chill out by this bonfire here for a little bit. Ooh, it can be cooked on the fire. Do I just do that? I do. Ooh. That sounds delightful. Let's chop this down. Yeah, look at that. It's healing me too. I made a good choice. Oh, that's getting done. No, my stick. Give him the stick. A Fensler Films reference, in case you don't. In case you're far too young to remember that. I tweeted that just recently. One of my coworkers, who is like 20 or something like that, has never seen any of Fensler Films G.I. Joe PSAs. It's unfortunate, really, because, like, classics of the internet, right? But I digress. So, oh, that's a wolf. So, we're gonna just go ahead and leave him be. Hopefully. He feels the same. I'm not seeing the smoke. I can rotate my screen with Q, but I don't trust myself to remember to watch the compass very well. And if I lose track of... Well, I guess I have the map. I have my map. It's already getting dark again. Not good at all. Where is the smoke? I'm just trying to find this smoke. Ooh, look for something useful in the area of the airplane's tail? Am I missing something? Did I not see this? Ah, look at that. There we go. Looking around here, a little cabin. I am totally making use of this cabin. I can get through. Fires generator, and I still don't have any more wood. Desperately, this is the bane of my existence right now. Fire. Build fire. Use fire. No, need more wood. I'm gonna die. I died. I survived 3 days. Yep. And as I die here, cold and alone and uncomfortable, probably. Actually, no, I heard that when you die of freezing, you kind of go into this state of euphoria, so maybe he's not so bad off. Not that I would want to try that out, but there we go. I died. I'm going to try this one more time. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better this time. There we go. As if nothing had happened. We wake up with no memory of what had happened previously. But for strange premonitions that perhaps, possibly, there's something over to the east. And I, as yet, am still having trouble throwing cans away. I am just going to stock way the hell up on wood right early on this time. I don't think I have a specific limit to the amount that I can carry. It looks like they don't cap out at 64, so they're not doing the whole, 8-bit numbers or power of 2 numbers thing that like Minecraft and so on did. So that's nice. It means that I don't have to worry about my stack's getting a little bit too out of hand. Like, okay, it caps out at 80, so whatever, we can deal with that. Life will go on. I think this time I'm going to... Well, I'm gonna... Ooh, what's this now? Is that a little chasm? Is that a proper... Yeah, that's a proper chasm. Okay, so yeah, the map is different and procedurally generated, apparently, so yay, life is different. So any premonitions that I did have are not valid, which is great, because that increases replayability. And actually that is a thing that I do recall reading about in the Kickstarter campaign, is high replayability, which is great. I need to research my campfire here before it gets cold. There we go. And let's go ahead and build one to warm ourselves up a bit. Failed? There we go. Jeez. Okay, there's smoke to the east of the crash site, but let's not rush over there this time. We're going to warm ourselves up a little bit. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of canned food. We're going to be feeling great. We're going to be looking great. We're not going to have punched a boar, making our lives infinitely more difficult this time. So a couple more things about the game that are particularly of interest to me as a fan of these sorts of survival games. Is there's nothing quite like having to deal with survival, you know, just starve and what have you, but multiplayer is where it's at, and this game has the intent of being up to 8-player, I believe, multiplayer, hence the name, Wild 8. So not only do we get to deal with, you know, the potential problems of starvation and, you know, having to deal with the cold and so on, but we can actually do it with our friends, and we can suffer together and enjoy ourselves that way, which is great. I'm a fan of that. I am really looking forward to hopefully getting Matt and John in on this game. They're going to watch this video and they're going to have thoughts on how the game plays, and I certainly already am having some very positive thoughts. I'm very glad that I picked this up. So, yay me. Yeah. Isn't this game gorgeous? It's really pretty. It's really interesting, and I'm going to do something probably foolish. Yeah, this feels like a bad choice. But I did it. See that, guys? I'm pretty good at crossing in precarious situations. Things to pick up. What's that? Northern plantain. Plantain. That's like a tuber of some sort, I believe. Or... No! Don't throw my cooked mushrooms. I like mushrooms. And canned food. Need to warm up quickly. We are freezing again. Still haven't found that smoke, though. Looking for... to the east. Far to the east, I guess. Alright, but let's not dally too much on building up that campfire. Oh, come on, there we go. Warm ourselves up a little bit by the fire. Pick some berries. There's lots of stuff around, at least, that we can use for food. That is beneficial, that's very useful, and sort of important, I think. Let's just cook up some mushrooms on the fire while we're working on that. Fried shroomas. Eat one to go with. I just need to warm up. I just need to finish warming up before I continue on eastward. Just, scary. I'd rather really not die if I can avoid it. Like, we already died once. I made a fool of myself looking for smoke that I could not find, and I'm thinking I must have to just continue moving eastward further. I'm also feeling like... Okay, look for something useful in the area of the airplane's tail. Oh, I'm at the tail. Great. This is wonderful news. Okay, so here we are. That's a thing. That's the generator. All right, cool. Find where you can apply the generator. Well, we already know that. We found the ranger station very recently. That is to the southeast. I'm going to pick that up. Or radio station? Radio tower? Oh, there you go. Oh, shit. Nope. Wolf can just fuck right off. Thank you. Close the door. Can I just use the generator? I can! Alright, and we made it. Completed the first quest, and there we go. We survived 3 days or whatever, running away from a wolf. We obviously won't survive on our way out. We didn't even build a stick. We are screwed. But there you go. And as mentioned before, this is a game that is currently in the middle of a Kickstarter campaign. So if you saw this footage and you thought it looked pretty cool and you want to give it a try yourself, it's immediately downloadable and testable, just like you see it right now. And yeah, there you go. And these guys are really cool. So like it says right here, email them at thewild8@gmail.com. They got back to me within a few hours of when I talked to them. So if you have any questions or you just want to get in touch with some cool dudes, these guys are in a very cold place, I believe, in Russia. So they know cold. This game looks like it's going to be pretty damned awesome. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed. I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.